Hey everybody, what the heck is going on? Welcome to another After Effects CS6 tutorial. My name is Buddy Blackford, and today I'm going to give you a little introduction to keying. And what I'm talking about when I'm talking about keying is taking like something off a background, like a green screen, and isolating it. So the real meaning of keying is what you're actually doing is you're creating an alpha channel that isolates the object or whatever is going on in the scene, and you're isolating it from the background that they're originally shot against. Most of the time people are going to shoot against a green screen, and that's because green has less noise in its channel and blue is a little bit noisier. When you have someone with like blonde hair or something like that, usually people will use a blue screen because blonde hair kind of mixes in with green pretty well, and so they'll use a blue screen for that. It's a green screen or a blue screen. All it is just a backdrop that is a solid green color or a solid blue color. Now there's different types of green screens that people or blue screens that people will shoot on and for example in this video here, let me zoom out a little bit. So this person has pretty much just taken a sheet and just set it up, and the sheet is a solid color, and he wants people to pull the green screen off from this sheet. Now there's problems with this and there's good things about this. The good thing is that it's really cheap and it's portable if you're just using like a piece of cloth or a sheet that's this color. The bad things about it is that you can see creases and folds in the sheet, and the worst part about this is this person looks like they folded the sheet instead of rolling it up. So there's creases that'll basically mess with your color keying and not make it so as great. The folds create these like little shadows, and you can see that this part of the green right here is different from the green that's right underneath it. So this is brighter and this is darker, and same with all the folds. Another thing about using a sheet is that if you don't hold it down, the wind can blow it around, and that'll definitely mess around with things, and you don't want that. So another kind of green screen that you can use would be like a studio green screen, and if you just type in green screen studio, this is what will come up in Google Images, and it'll be something like this, and the background is all solid. There's no creases or anything like that, which is nice, and then you can put lighting up around. The bad thing about these is that they're huge, and they're going to be expensive. You need to repaint these every once in a while because they'll fade, and usually people just don't have these. You have to go like pay for their use or something like that. Like companies, when I lived in California, would just have like a place where people could go and shoot green screen, and people would rent out that place for the day. Now there's other types of green screens that you can use, like ones that pop out and give you, it's kind of like a combination of the sheet and the background, the backdrop, but definitely not as big, but it's just like another type of portable green screen that might not be as wrinkly and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for those kind of green screens, and a little bit about what's going on for green screens. Now if you're thinking about keying, it doesn't always have to be off of a green screen or a blue screen. There is color keying, which you basically is just taking out a color. So if I wanted to take out all of this green color and just leave all the other colors, that's called color keying. There is also something called luma keying, which it works well for stuff like white backgrounds or black backgrounds that pretty much are, or like white text on black or something like that, which is easy to take like the luminance values of and key them out. And something like if you're trying to like key out some smoke out of like a shot that has like no green screen background or a black background or anything like that, you're just trying to key out some smoke, you can use Luma keys for that also. There's different techniques and different types of keys, and those are just a few of them. There's 3 different steps you should consider when you're using green screen. Sometimes you don't have control over every single step, but if you do, consider these 3 steps. There is shooting your video footage in the best quality that you can and using the best backdrop quality that you can. So you want to make sure that you want to iron your green screen. You want to make sure that you're shooting in the highest resolution that you can, and make sure that your lighting is correct. The next part is the actual keying, and that's what we'll be going over in the later tutorials. And the third part is compositing. So you're not just going to key this out and just leave it there and have it over a transparent background. You're going to want to put it into your scene. So we're going to end up going over that also, and that is called compositing. So when you take another element and put it into another an element from one set of footage and put it into another set of footage, that's called compositing. And there's ways to make it work so that it actually looks like it's in there, obviously. So those are what the ways we can talk about green screen and color keying and all that stuff is. So I'll end this introduction, and let's head on and start doing some tutorials about what's going on. Just wanted to give you guys a basic background information on color keying. So see you guys later in the next tutorial. Goodbye.